Hello everyone, today we will learn about ionic compounds. So, first of all, in order to learn ionic compounds, we need to learn about ions. So, what are ions? Ions. Suppose we take an example of sodium. Sodium has an electronic configuration of 2A1. Means in its outermost shell there are one electron. There is a electron, and its structure will look like this. Its K shell have 2 electrons. Its L shell have 8 electrons, and in its outermost shell there is only one electron. In order to attain stability, sodium atom loses one electron, and after losing an electron, it will attain the electronic configuration of neon. And when it attains the electronic configuration of neon, in its nucleus there are 11 protons, and electrons are reduced to 10, means 10 electrons and 11 protons. That means sodium will get a positive charge, and this charged sodium atom is called ion. Take another example of an ion, that is chlorine. Chlorine has an electronic configuration 2A7. That means there are 7 electrons in its outermost shell. To attain the stability, chlorine needs one electron, because argon. To attain stability, chlorine has two options. Either it will lose 7 electrons and be like neon gas, or it will gain an electron and be like argon gas. It has electronic configuration like an argon gas. So it will be easier to gain one electron instead of losing 7 electrons. That is why chlorine gains an electron. And after gaining an electron, let's draw the structure of chlorine. In its outermost shell there are 7 electrons. 4, 5, 6, 7 electrons. Means if it will gain an electron, then it has an electronic configuration like argon, and that will make it stable. That's why chlorine gains an electron, and if it gains an electron, its nucleus has 17 protons in it, and in its outermost shell number of electrons is increased. That's why it has 18 electrons in it, and 18 electrons in it. That will make chlorine a negative ion, and this negative chlorine ion is called anion. And previously we have read about sodium cation. So these cations and anions are ions. Now let us come to the topic ionic compound. So what is ionic compound? Ionic compound are the compounds in which there are transfer of electrons between a metal and a non-metal. Means sodium is a metal, that is positively charged sodium ions combined with negatively charged chlorine ion. Then the compound formed by sodium and chlorine is NaCl, which is the formula of common salt. This sodium chloride is a compound which is ionic compound. So how this compound is formed? NaCl means one Na, which is cation, sodium plus ion, positively charged ion, and this is anion, chlorine, negative ion. When they are put together, when they came close to each other, they start attracting each other, and they form a compound which is an ionic compound. So So ionic compounds are the compounds which formed by transfer of electrons. Means sodium loses an electron, sodium gives electron to chlorine, and chlorine wants an electron, chlorine gains electron, and these losing and gaining electrons combine to form an ionic compound.